Hi, I'm Bella Perez Rubio, PumaPodcast, and you're listening to Teka Teka News. Balitang thinking, hindi breaking. In this episode,
Minsan mapasok sa aking isipan na iba na itong mga telenovela ng mga foreigners na dapat ang mga artista natin Pilipino na talagang may angking galing sa pag-arte, ayun man talaga dapat ang ipalabas natin sa sarili natin bansa.
Senator Jose Pimentel Jinggoy Estrada gets caught up in a firestorm for proposing to ban K-dramas in the Philippines.
Ang aking obserbasyon, pag patuloy tayo na nagpapalabas ng Korean telenovela, ang hinahangaan ng ating mga kababayan, itong mga Koreano. At nawawalan ng trabaho at kita yung ating mga artistang Pilipino.
That's Senator Estrada at the Film Development Council of the Philippines or FDCP budget hearing earlier this week, uttering words that would launch thousands of fiery tweets. The senator, who's also an actor and producer, quickly faced an onslaught of criticism from fellow and former government officials, local entertainers, and of course, the armies of K-drama fans, making it hard for even his friends to defend him.
Nung narinig ko itong comment ni Senator Estrada, who I know and is a friend, I knew that it was a knee-jerk reaction and we should not take that all too seriously. Okay, it was said in a moment of truth.
That's film director and FDCP consultant Jose Javier Joey Reyes speaking on the One News program Sa Totoo Lang on October 19.
Siguro yun ang truth of the moment niya. But then, when you look at it from a much larger scale, ang paniniwala ko talaga is that interesado ako hindi lamang sa K-drama, kundi sa K-pop, pati na rin sa Korean movies dahil magandang pag-aralan kung ano ang ginawa ng Korea sa kanilang popular culture at kung paano in a span of so many decades na-conquer nila ang mundo.
It's called Hallyu, or the Korean Wave. It refers to the global moment South Korea's cultural exports, spanning movies, television, music, cuisine, and even beauty products are having. They not only crossed over, they've even conquered American audiences. And this was all by design. The country deliberately worked on exporting its entertainment industry to grow its soft power in the world. And this is exactly what director Joey wants to see happen here too.
The government has to play an important part in supporting not only the local film industry but the entire creative economy because it can contribute not only to the particular areas of the creative industries, but also to the entire economy of the nation. And you cannot do that by drastic protectionism, di ba? Not by expelling competition, but rather by studying and learning from the competition. Kailangan pag-aralan kung ano ang ginawa at kung paano natin maitutugmayan sa sarili nating mga industriya.
What kind of government support exactly? Here's what Joey says it would look like for the film industry in particular.
Tax holiday talaga. The Philippine movie industry is the most heavily taxed movie industry in the world. Just this afternoon, kinausap ng aking chairman na si Tirso Cruz ang mga Metro Manila mayors explaining why we are requesting for a tax holiday sa amusement tax, at least for 3 years. Alam mo ba kung magkano ang lugi ng Philippine movie industry since 2020? 8 billion.
You heard that right. The Philippine industry lost 8 billion pesos in 2020. And to better understand how the industry is losing this much, just listen to this breakdown of ticket sales.
Mas malala pa ngayon dahil kasi sa bawat 100 pesos na binabayad mo sa sinihan, 30 pesos goes to the theater owner, 30 pesos goes to the government, 30 pesos goes to the producer. Kaya yung producer magbabayad pa ng VAT. Talagang ang hira. Alam mo, kung may kaaway ako, sasabihin ko, ka mag-produce ka ng pelikula.
Other people also pointed out that shuttering ABS-CBN, the country's leading network in 2020, delivered a huge and lasting blow to the entertainment industry. We'll pause here, but when we return, more on what can be done to boost the local entertainment industry. After getting roasted online, Senator Jinggoy backpedaled, later telling reporters that he had no plans to propose a law seeking to ban K-dramas. He also said this on social media. My statement stems from the frustration that while we are only too eager and willing to celebrate South Korea's entertainment industry, we have sadly allowed our own to deteriorate because of the lack of support from the movie-going public. You might notice that it's almost as if he's placing the blame entirely on the consumer, but many have been quick to point out that there's more to it than that. You already heard Director Joey call for tax breaks. Here's what else he says the government can do.
Kailangan tumulong ang gobyerno sa proseso nitong evolution na ito ng entertainment leading to something else right now. Kailangan gabayan ng gobyerno. Gabayan niya in the sense na tulungan ang mga producers and to encourage them to start producing, not necessarily for cinemas but even for streaming platforms. Kasi nandoon eh.
One thing many social media users pointed out to Senator Jinggoy this week is that the South Korean government heavily invested in its entertainment industry decades ago. That's why it continues to reap benefits today. But it's also true that more engagement from local consumers is needed, and there are ways to get them there without robbing them of options.
Ang isang importante, i-condition natin ang mga tao na to appreciate Philippine movies. Edukasyon. Edukasyon. Okay? Hindi ba, ang dalawang pinaka-worldwide recognized Filipino directors natin, si Brillante Mendoza at si Love Diaz, wow, mas marami pang Europeans na nakapanood ng pelikula na
Kesa sa atin. Correct.
Direct Joey says the film industry needs to step up its game as well and steer clear of formulaic narratives.
Paulit-ulit yung mga kwentong ginagawa natin. Nakalimutan natin na ang daming pwedeng ilahad na kwento, pero naging sa tayong kampante na gagawin nating kwento yung alam natin na gusto ng tao. Hindi yung mga kwento na bago at makakadiskubre ng bagong kahalagahan sa ating audience. Okay? And that has got to stop. That has got to stop. We have to stop making works just for our backyard, but look at the market as the world. We have to go beyond.
Ultimately, Direct Joey says, the key is not to shun other cultures, but to lift up our own.
Anong bongga sa Koreans? Because of their love for their country, because of their love for themselves and their nation, they're able to create stories which show this love and become universal. Whether yung mga historical K-dramas or even something like, It's Okay Not to Be Okay or The Amazing Attorney Woo. Ito na ako, di ba? Or all your favorite, nakaka-relate ka kasi Asian na Asian yan. But and at the same time, it goes beyond being Korean, it becomes universal.
And that was today's episode of Teka Teka. Again, I'm Bella Perez Rubio. This episode was produced by Kat Ventura and edited by Presh Capistrano. If you want to learn more about Hallyu, check out this episode titled Why Korean Entertainment is Captivating the World. If you like this episode, share it with a friend or two. And of course, don't forget to follow Teka Teka and PumaPodcast wherever you get your podcasts. At para sa mga mahilig manood sa YouTube, PumaPodcast na rin po kami doon. Just search PumaPodcast and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for listening.